Today's video is all about Metallica. So, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be showing you some of my Metallica collection. I've been a lifelong Metallica fan ever since I saw this video back in the late 80s when I was a 8, 9, 10-year-old kid. I got heavily into Metallica, and for a long time they were like my religion. I fucking love Metallica, and I still love Metallica to this day, even though this time period, 1989 Metallica is definitely my favorite version of Metallica. I think back in the late 80s, early 90s, Metallica were most definitely in their prime, still fucking giving her, and that's the Metallica that, really hooked me. It was because of Metallica that, I had to learn to play the guitar. They even influenced how I dressed, for the longest time, my wardrobe consisted of jeans and t-shirt, and it was mainly because of these guys. So as you can see, I am wearing a Sad But True t-shirt. Sad But True from the Black Album. I remember seeing Jason Newsted wearing this one a lot, live in concert. I've also got this one. It's like a tie-dye, and it's the shortest straw. In Vertigo ULB. It's got nothing on the back. I also have a Ride the Lightning t-shirt. My favorite song on this album is the Call of Cthulhu. What's your favorite song on this album? One of my prized possessions is this And Justice for All shirt here behind me that I have framed. This shirt is a vintage 1988 And Justice for All shirt. It's actually the same shirt that Lars is wearing here in the one video. This is the shirt that I wore when I met Metallica. I saw them on the Hardwired to Self-Destruct tour, and I had Kirk, Lars, and James all sign it. It's the only time that I wore this shirt. I actually bought it specifically for the concert, and now it's commemorated in this shadow box. So this is a t-shirt from the last concert I saw Metallica. Let me show you a t-shirt from the first concert I saw them. I also keep a framed picture over here of my wife and I with Metallica. Probably one of the greatest experiences of my life, hands down. So here behind me is my cassette tape collection. I've got quite a few cassettes, and I keep all of my Metallica cassettes over here on the side. They share the same location with Motley Crue. I'm also a Motley Crue fan. But yeah, I keep all of my Metallica cassettes over here. They're all vintage. They were released back in the day by Elektra Records. And I have them all up until anything after the Black Album. I don't have Load, Reload, S&M. I don't have those albums on cassette. I do have them on CD. That's my cassette tape collection, and I've been waiting for this video to unbox and share another addition here to the collection. Let's check it out. What I have here is Metallica's new album, 72 Seasons. I ordered this straight from Metallica.com website. You know, I wasn't sure if the Walmart in my area would stock this album. I live in a very isolated area here in Canada, and yeah, we don't usually get the latest new releases. Anyway, I've already got that copy, and I'm listening to it in my car currently, and you know, I'm liking it. But I'm going to be showing you the album here because I bought 2 copies of it. One CD copy and the other cassette, which I'll be adding to the collection up there. Yeah, I was surprised. My Walmart, shortly, maybe a week after the album officially was released, my Walmart stocked them. So now I have these extra copies, and I think it's pretty cool that they're still making cassettes. Okay, so next let's head over to my CDs, and I'll show you what I have over there, as well as I'll be adding the new 72 Seasons CD to that collection. So let's go check it out. So this is my Metallica CD collection. I keep them separated with the Elektra releases on the left and the Blackened Recordings releases on the right. And between the 2 record companies, I have all of Metallica's CDs I'm seeing here, except for S&M. I never owned that album. I do like it, but I never owned a copy for whatever reason. I guess it's still one that I need to add here to the collection. But anyway, I'm going to be adding the 72 Seasons here to the Blackened Recordings. I do have 2 copies here of Hardwired. Coincidentally, Hardwired and 72 Seasons were the first albums to be released by Blackened Recordings. Next, what I'll do is I'll show you some of the Metallica concerts that I have on DVD, VHS, that sort of thing. So let's go check it out. So I've got the Cliff 'Em All on VHS. I've owned this for well over 30 years. Cunning Stunts on VHS. This was somewhere after the Load album was released. Year and a half in the life of Metallica. Excellent documentary on the making of the Black Album. Here I have Cliff 'Em All on DVD. Through the Never, Some Kind of Monster. Here's another copy, unopened, of Through the Never. Classic albums. All about the Black Album. And then lastly I have S&M 2, which was released just a few years ago and has a pretty cool performance of Lars jamming Anastasia pulling teeth with an upright bass cello player. Right up here is where I keep my Live Shit Binge and Purge box set. Live Shit Binge and Purge VHS box set came with 3 VHS tapes, 2 that are live in San Diego, and the other is live in Seattle. I think the San Diego's are 1992, so this is after the Black Album, and this is before 1989 and 1992. It also came with some CDs of a 1993 concert in Mexico City. And it also included this nice, like, it's almost like a tour booklet. Tons of photos and production notes. And some of the pages are falling out, unfortunately. I've had this for well over 20 years. Looks like their itineraries are in here. And it's unfortunate that the pages have begun to fall out. But yeah, that's the Live Shit Binge and Purge VHS box set. I also keep a VHS copy in here of the one video. It's got the two versions of the one video. One that basically doesn't have the movie footage. It has like it's what's called the jammin' version. I have that in here as well. I just keep it on display with my Todd McFarlane Metallica action figures, which is what I'll show you here next. So I've had these action figures now for well over 20 years because they were released somewhere in the early 2000s, and I bought them all individually. And yeah, I opened them as well, which I don't typically do nowadays, but I did open them back then. And you know, I keep them on display here as best I can. I might have lost pieces of Lars' drum kit, because each member did come with a piece of Lars' kit, and you know, his bass drum pedal may or may not be in there because it's such a tiny piece, you know. And you know, after 20 years, you know, you move, that sort of thing. Items get lost, so I'm not sure if I have all of his drum kit still. But hell yeah, this is the Todd McFarlane Metallica action figure set that's modeled after the 1988 Justice for All tour. Next, let me take you upstairs to show you another toy set that I recently got this year. Let's go check it out. So here we are now in my office, and what you're seeing is the 2022 Walmart exclusive Metallica Master of Puppets Tour 1986 Funko Pop box set. This was a gift from my wife, and she knew I'd like this, considering, you know, they included Cliff Burton, the Major Rager himself, Cliff Burton, who died way too soon. I like how he's wearing a little Misfits t-shirt there. here I have some Metallica Van sneakers. I just keep this plastic over the top to, you know, keep any moisture off them. I did wear these way back when, but I don't wear them anymore. I keep them stored here. And these are Vans Kill 'Em All sneakers. Yeah, together they make the Kill 'Em All album cover. I have the deluxe box set here. This came with, of course, the LP. That's in here. It came with a CD. The Blu-ray, I also got that from in here. There's a couple of guitar picks. Came with a booklet. As well as a poster. Feels like I'm revisiting all this once again. You know, I really have to get the S&M one. I think that was from 1999, 1998 maybe. And yeah, that's actually one that I don't have here, but I have to get it. And it also came with some sheet music. There was another more pricier box set that you could get where these were also autographed by all 4 members of the band. And I'm going to continue on from there with more Metallica vinyl. And here's where I keep my vinyl collection. Got Ride the Lightning. I don't think any of these are vintage, by the way. We got Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, Garage Days. I'm gonna go back to this one. I'll show you this one in more detail. And then I have an unopened copy of Justice for All. This I purchased from the Metallica website as well. I got this, the CD, and the cassette tape. Again, when it came out and it was remastered, I bought that as well. And this vinyl is orange in color. Yeah, this one's orange. The 598 EP Garage Days Revisited. This was all covers, and my favorite cover on this album was The Small Hours. I don't know about you, but I particularly liked The Small Hours. I think that song is in drop D, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I played it, but it's one of my favorites on the album. I like that song in particular. Oh shit! Here's a blast from the past. It's sort of an enlarged postcard, but it came from Tommy's Joint. I visited Tommy's Joint in San Francisco, and that bar, that restaurant, is famous for, it's the location where Metallica officially invited Jason Newsted into the band after Cliff Burton passed away. Tommy's Joint is where they took him for a meal, or whether they ate or they just drank, but that was where they officially hired him into the band. And yeah, this is just a souvenir that I have from there, having visited having visited San Francisco, which is where Metallica were from. That's pretty much today's video. Yeah, I think I've covered all the collection. What can I say? I'm a big fan of Metallica, and I'm guessing you are too, here watching this with me. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching it, right? So that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed the collection. I'm curious, what do you have in your collection? You know, are you a big time Metallica collector? I'd like to one day have all things Metallica in my collection in one specific location. That's what I'd like to do in one day. But as for right now, you know, I really don't have the space for it, but it's definitely something that I'd like to do in the future, is have a specific area just for everything Metallica. And I'd like to go on record here with saying that my favorite Metallica tracks are songs that have some of Kirk Hammett's best guitar solos, and they would have to be, and this is in no particular order, but my favorite Metallica songs are The Four Horsemen from Kill 'Em All. I like The God That Failed from the Black Album, and The Shortest Straw from Injustice for All. Those three songs have what I think are some of Kirk Hammett's best guitar solos. Do let me know down in the comment section of this video what your favorite Metallica songs are as well. I'm curious, let me know. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching. Hope you'll come back again to join me for my next video. And until my next video, you know the drill. Like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all in the next one.